We're
We're back.
live.
Week 2. We're back with week 2.
Week 2, financially free with Professor B. I hope y'all are ready. I hope y'all got y'all pens and y'all pads because I came to teach today. Got my teacher's outfit on, so I hope y'all came ready to study. So
Uh,
yeah, what's going on, Dante?
just waiting for some callers. We ain't got no callers right now, so we just waiting on them. And my question to you is, I'm trying to remember where we left off at. I know we touched up on scalping last week. So I just want to get into for the viewers that'll be watching this. I just want to ask you this question: like, what's the best form of discipline for you when it comes to this trading?
It changes all the time. First of all, well, let me keep it simple. Let me remember what show we on. Best form of discipline, because for me, it really is going to depend on you. It's the only way I can say it. So
Mm-hmm.
trading is really, they say it's 20% skill set, 80% mindset, which means it depends on you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I can teach you all the technicals, how to read the candles, decide what type of trader you are. But if your mindset is one of greed, which is okay, and maybe you didn't even know, it exposes to you who you are. So I learned I was greedy. If you would have asked me directly, Blessing, do you suffer from greed? My flat out answer to you would have been no. I work hard, I go hard, I deserve everything I get. When I learned how to trade and I sat down in the market and I realized I could not take what the market gives you. So that means when you start trading, right, you're gonna have ideas of saying, okay, I want to make $2,000 today. But the market might easily give you 1,300. Like you push the button, the trade went in your way, all is well. Walking away is the best thing you can do instead of going after that 700. The greed in me goes after that 700 every time. And most times it does not work out in my favor because the way my brain is wired, it's like you got to take what the market gives you. So a lot of time in my trading journey, I walked home with $0 instead of $1,300, not knowing when to walk away. I can't teach you that. That's something you got to learn for yourself, right? Question?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, I do have a question. Absolutely. So you said when you every time you go back in, you don't walk away because you was like,
Statistically, I would say if I double back the second time, statistically, out of 10 times, 3 times I might hit, 7 times I won't.
dang.
So statistically, it's better to take what the market gives you and live to trade another day. The market is open 6 days a week, all day long. Even sometimes if you just want to get a break, walk around. But technically, especially as new traders, you want to get in the habit of taking what the market gives you, or you walk away with nothing because you'll overtrade. You might go from 1,300 to 1,000. Now you want to make it 300 back. Now you done went from 13. Now you done went at 1,000 to 700. So now you go back to 13. So you did that. Now you got to trade again to get to the 1,000, to the 2,000. So now you're just going back and forth. So it sounds like it's just one more trade. But usually that one more trade, you lose a little bit first and you got to regain that. So it's best to just take what the market gives you.
Hi, Cayenne. Somebody want us to shout him out. Hi, Cayenne. If I said your name wrong, pardon me. I ain't never see it spelled like that. All right, we got a call coming in. First call. Let's see what we got.
Bet.
Hello?
Prepaid debit call from.
Okay. It's a new caller, too.
An incarcerated person at the New Jersey Department of Corrections. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello. Welcome in. You live with the CEO and Professor B.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. I done pulled up on the best place in the world to be right now.
Oh, well, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So thank you for being here.
Exactly. And them others
Yes.
just be bullshit because they ain't gonna talk about nothing. It ain't my money,
Period.
be brief. So great to be here. Thank you for being here, woman. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Give me your name again.
So this is Kevin, aka Shabbat Shalom from Jersey, aka Jamaica, which is under that storm right now.
Bet. I'm gonna call you Kevin, King Kevin, if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We can do that. That's stuff.
All right, cool.
I like it.
All right, Kevin, are you familiar with the show and what we're talking about today?
Yes, I missed last week because we had a little situation here in the jail, but I'm week green now. So now I'm here for this. I'm about getting to the bag. I'm about what you're about.
Okay, perfect. Dante, what were we speaking of before King Kevin called in?
I asked you what was the best way or form of discipline for you when it comes to trading. That's what I asked. That's what we was talking about. And you went deep into it. Basically, you said it comes down to the person.
It's going to expose who you are.
From your answer, what I'm getting from you is how strong can you fight off the urge to keep going?
Oh,
when you know you're supposed to stop.
Listen, I have to tell my son to do the same thing 6 times. Don't mean it don't get done. Sometimes we might have to even get a little spanking, but we eventually learn the mother effing lesson. Okay, so I've been spanked. I continue to get spanked sometimes, but the blessing is I don't get spanked like I used to get spanked. Okay. So this is why it's a beautiful thing to learn how to trade for somebody that you know. Because again, learning how to trade is 20% skill set. Anybody can teach you that. Anybody. 80% mindset. And because I really consider myself more of a self-mastery person, I'm better of a self-mastery person than I am a trader. You get 2 for the price of 1. Before trading was ever in my world, I've always been a student of self. How can I be a better person? So even with that, there was things I did not know that I suffered from that trading exposed to me. So even one of the newest things I did to help me become a better,
Hold on, Kevin, got a call
profitable.
coming in.
Okay.
Hello?
This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from Breon Grant.
Okay, Breon was here last week.
Yeah.
From Mule Creek State Prison,
Okay.
Ione, California. This call
Okay, we
and your
got a
telephone
returner.
number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call.
I call that progress.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Welcome back, Breon. You were on the CEO and
It is Professor B here. How's it going, Breon?
I'm all right. What's up, Professor B?
Good to see you again.
I know,
Yes. So as I was saying, we was talking about discipline and trading, right? So one that I will say that's universal is patience. And why I know once we figure out our system, why this is going to be a great skill set for you guys. Because trading is a lot of patient work, right? So what ends up happening, and one discipline thing that I've done to help me with the greed problem is learning how to wait for your A+ setup. So we talked about the market being open like the block all day, every day, right? But still, there's better times of the day to be out. Like back in my day, I used to be an ambulance chaser. And well, that's what they called me. That ain't what I was.
All right. Before you go any further, explain to them why you used to call yourself an ambulance chaser.
Y'all, people have coined me that because it's the easiest way to explain it. But honestly and truthfully, I had an accident referral business. And I would generate leads of people in car accidents, and I would refer them to attorneys, and I would refer them to doctors. But I did start somewhere, and it was ambulance chasing. So once upon a time, I had a police scanner, and me and my friend at the time, we would go listen to the scanner. Now, the scanner scanned all day long. Like you can catch a scan all day. Accidents happen all day. But we knew to get the most bang for our buck, it made sense to leave the house by 7, work to about 10 because everybody's on their way to work, traffic jams, you're gonna get more than one accident. Take the rest of the day off, come back around 5 to maybe 7:30.
Will be monitored and recorded.
That's
Nah,
what you
you good.
call?
Nah, you good.
Okay, so I said all that to say we could have been outside from 10 a.m. to 6 to 5, but the block is not hot. So we're coming to the stock market early in the morning because that's when it's hot. And when I say hot, that's where the volume is. So because the stock market opens at 9:30 here in the States, because it's different times throughout the world, everybody's trading the same stock market. So the Asian market, it opens up like 2:33 a.m. in the morning. You can trade on the Asian market. The volume, the block being hot ain't gonna be as hot because we in the Asian market. But when the New York when the New York block opens, everybody outside. So that's when we trying to catch our trade. So I said all that to say sometimes the fact that we have patience on our side here where you guys are, we don't have it on our side here where I am. And sometimes you got to wait for your A plus setup, and that requires a lot of patience. And you're looking at the chart, waiting for your setup to happen. You can get bored, and then you just start taking trades that are okay, but not the best trades. That's how you can lose money in trading too. But when you develop the skill set and the discipline, since we start out with discipline on being patient, which is time is on y'all side, you got nothing but time and opportunity to wait for your perfect trade to happen so you can maximize that whole full move. All right. So when I talk about a full move, basically the stock market starts somewhere at 9:30 and it's going to finish somewhere at 5, right? So we're here and we're here. When you're trading, it's ideal to catch your move at the top and ride it going down. So basically we're saying the sellers are saying that the price is too high up here and we want to drive the price down. So it's best to catch a trade when the price is really high and you're betting that the price is going to go down low. So you want to buy high, you want to sell high so you can profit as it goes down, right? So you want to buy low so you can profit on it going up. Sometimes it gets stuck right here in the middle. It's 9:30 right here, it's 5 o'clock right here, and we're somewhere in the middle, and you've been waiting for your perfect move and it hasn't shown up. Discipline is going to say, I'm not going to take a move today because because there's so many setups we can come up with. There's a zillion setups that you can come up with based on your personality that works for you. That's another thing that I love about trading. But whatever that setup is, you got to get disciplined to stick to it. And that's where the money is. And that's why I cannot wait to work with you guys even more because y'all are the perfect students. Where y'all going? Let's focus and get this money. So does Breon or Kevin, do y'all have a question so far?
Okay. Well, now you said a lot. I get it. But the patience of it. So I'm trying to draw out.
Hold on.
That's what I get into.
Hold on, because we got people commenting on here, writing each other, and they asking each other questions. And I just seen somebody say they made 64,000 this past month, and then they since last year I'm up 2.3 million from trading. Hey yo, Charlie 18, call 205-463-1310, man, so you can jump on this live with us. I want to hear from you.
Yeah, so that's the possibilities, guys.
He said, look, somebody else said I made 750K in a year from trading. 205-463-1310, man. Y'all call this line, man. So I wanted to see if y'all cap or not.
Yeah, guys. So that's the reason I retired myself from my accident referral business. My largest grossing year was 1 million. Y'all see these numbers these boys talking about? If I can sit down and focus and learn how to trade, I can double my income. I can quadruple my income. So that's why I shifted my focus to here because I want to compound the time, get into a career that can make me the most money, the fastest, the quickest, and the legalist. And that's how we got to trading. Yes, so cool. But today, for our lesson, I wanted to talk to you guys about the difference between stocks, options, and futures. I trade futures, so I just wanted to give y'all a little lesson on what those are. So
Hold up.
trading. Mm-hmm.
Somebody else just said, I also trade in stocks. Right now, I make up to $250K a month. Man, call 205-463-1310, man. Call
Those
in,
are real. I
man.
mean, I'm not surprised. I know people who make this kind of money all the time, so this is not shocking news to me. Like this is what trading does for you. That's why y'all gotta tap in.
Damn.
And it's from the computer. You just push a few buttons and you're trading. Let me show y'all what the market looks like. So yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I'm trying to get on board. I don't know what
it's mad. It's people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
I want to know.
It's people on here talk about the because we live. Hold on. Somebody said I'm only 21, by the way. Hey, Sleepy Andy, call 205-463-1310 right now so you could jump on the live with us. You're gonna be on the phone. We got guys calling in. Everybody, 205-463-1310. I want to hear from one of y'all that's writing on here saying y'all made all this money in a month, in a year. Come on, man, call in. What you wrote? I moved my money.
Man, I need to know what y'all about.
He said, I moved my money into cemetery.
All y'all need to know is the skill set. All y'all need
Not
is
a lot
to
to avoid getting flagged. The percent is very good, but you need to do the research. You move your money into the cemetery.
Yeah,
what you mean you move your money into the cemetery?
If you call in and actually explain that part, then motherfuckers understand what you're talking about. Because I want to know.
Yeah, me too. I want to know too. Call in 205-463-1310. Go ahead, Professor B.
What y'all want to know?
No. I was reading the comments that people been writing on here. I was reading it to them, and he was saying that he wanted them to call in too, because he want to know, like, because somebody talking about they made 2.3 million.
How you move money through a cemetery? Like, how do you?
Oh yeah, somebody said I moved my money into cemetery to avoid taxes. What do you mean into cemetery?
I think we're losing focus.
Are we losing focus? Let's get back on tap.
Because even if he moved the money through a cemetery, you got to know how to trade first.
Word, you absolutely right.
So if you don't know how to trade, don't worry about moving the money through the cemetery.
Yeah, you right.
You know how to trade. Do you know how to make $100? Let's make $100. So here's the thing about trading,
I got a
right?
question real quick. You're saying you're gonna today you want to talk about the difference between stocks and something else. I didn't hear what the other thing was.
Futures. So when you learn how to trade, futures.
Okay.
Yep. And go ahead.
Okay.
So I was just gonna say, guys, this is gonna be the secret sauce for y'all. I know these large numbers are exciting. I know my yearly goal is 14 million. So I know these numbers are really exciting, and that's why I'm not flinching. I'm like, that's why I came to trading, so we can make this kind of money. This is why we're teaching y'all, so y'all can make this kind of money. But the best way to make this kind of money is to learn how to do it with a small amount. Once you learn the skill set and get consistent with just making $100 a day, for an example, the only difference that we're doing is just adding more contracts. So if you got good at making $100 a day consistently, you just need to add, and you're trading one contract. Let's just say one contract means you make $20 in futures, which is what I trade. One contract is $20 per dollar that it moves. So if I buy the stock at 10, if I buy the future contract at $10 and it moves to 11, then I made $20. If it moves to 12, then I made $40. All right. So each thing that you trade, whether it is futures, options, or anything else, is everything's a little bit different how you calculate what you make. Which is one of the reasons I love futures, because compared to stocks and trading stocks via options, there is a lot of variables that matter that we can probably go into a little bit deeper in our 4-week course that does not matter in trading futures. Futures is all price action. So basically, if you know how to do math, you can do futures, you can calculate. So with that being said, when you get good at trading your one contract and making your your $10 turn to 40, your $40 turn to 60. All we're doing now is doing that same thing, but now we're going in 7 contracts. So that's what I trade. Instead of 1 contract, I made and making $20 per dollar. I make $140 per dollar.
Ooh, damn.
So when it goes to $11, I made 140 times 2. I make 280 times 3. Is whatever that is. Let me give y'all the math because I did not do that right. So 140 times 3, that's 420. And then, so my goal is usually about $11, $11 move. So from 10 to 21. So if we move 11 points times 140, that's about $1,500 per trade. That's really realistically.
You got 1,500. You got 1,500 per trade.
Mm-hmm. That's about 1,500 per trade.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
Yeah. So I said all that to say, now you made 1,500. You keep reinvesting your 1,500 back into the market. You can buy more contracts.
Hold
the
on.
more
Got a call.
contracts you buy.
Got a call. Hold on, Breon. You said the last contract you buy. That's where you left off at.
Okay.
Last contract. Let me see what it says. Hello.
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from.
Okay, that's Sharpen.
Okay, so guys, so
I'm about to get him back now.
Okay.
This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for telling.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, who's back?
Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we've been trading. We done made $1,500 a day trading our 7 contracts. We got about $50,000 of trading capital in our bank account for real. Now we can do some leverage. Let's see. Let's say $50,000 times 10%.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
That's okay. 5,000. Let's see. Let's say I'm just doing some math real quick, y'all. Okay. Let's say we got really good at trading. Our consistency proved we can make $1,000. We can make $100 a day by following our trading plan. All we got to do now is follow the same trading plan with more contracts. So one day we're gonna have enough trading capital in our accounts. Well, let's say we want to go 50 contracts at a time. Every time that dollar moves $1, that's $1,000, and that's how you're making a lot of money in the
Say
stock
that one more time. Hold on. Say that one more time. The last part.
So
every time a dollar moves,
if you're going in with 50 contracts,
you make $1,000.
Every dollar move. But that comes with the skills that you learned making $100 a day.
Okay, that's
the
how
skill set is the skill set. We just throw on more contracts on top of the same skill set. So if you can master making $100 a day, you can master making $1,000 a day. You can master making $10,000 a day. You can master making $20,000 a day. Now, that is perfect for y'all. I started trading in the reverse. So I came from making 20,000, 30,000.
Hold on, you said you traded in reverse. You came from making $20,000, $30,000. I'm just saying that so we can keep pace with you. Hello.
This is Global
It's probably Breon
you have a
calling back.
prepaid call from Breon.
Yeah, that's what it is. Get him back on. Man, you said making 20,000, 30,000.
In my accident business. No, I'm sorry, not a day. That's about a week. I didn't mean to say day. Trading got me spoiled.
All right, we back.
Yeah.
So I came from making like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $120,000 a week. So when I decided to shift from my accident business to my trading business, to my trading business, that did not work in my favor. $100 a day was way too small for me to consider. $1,000 a day was way too small for me to consider. So instead of me doing what I'm teaching y'all to do, which is the best way, learning how to make a little money so you can ease into the big money, I was trying to replace my income. So I had a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of big numbers I was going after. So
Oh,
I
I
never
got you.
crawled before I walked. I just came out running.
So
And
when you
that's
put
not
when
what
you
you
put
that's why I
so like
love that I have the
so
opportunity to work with
hypothetically
y'all.
speaking, so hypothetically speaking, say like how we were talking in the beginning, we like you accumulated 1,500. You put that 1,500 in the stocks and shares. From there, that 1,500, each dollar you move from there basically will be like 1,000 apiece. So you're not just accumulating your money, getting your money back. You're also tripling your money, quadrupling your money actually.
Well, you are,
Coming up
but
to
not at
achieve that way,
$1,000
right?
just yet. So let's say, for an example, if you reinvest that $1,500 back into your brokerage account, right? And that's all the money that's there. We haven't made enough money yet to be able to trade 50 contracts. So if we're going to trade 50 contracts, which is $1,000 per move, we probably, let me see. That's the math I was trying to work on. I've never traded 50 contracts. So this is how I compound my money. I'm gonna just talk from what I do know. So for an example, today I traded and I made $2,500 for the day. Normally, so I was really safe because for the last 2 months, market has been at an all-time high. And I don't do it knowing myself, learning my trading discipline. I learned that's not a good time for me to trade because it's like you're chasing the price and you really don't know. So normally that 2,500 I made today would have been 25,000
In a day?
in a day. In a day because
That's good.
I trade in a way where we multiply the account. I know systems that once we get good at making $100 a day, we can add 10 accounts. Now we can add 9 more accounts to that one account you was trading on, right? So now everything you did in that one account happens in all 10 accounts. So if you made $100 in one account, 100 times 10 is 1,000. That's how I make larger sums in a day. They're called funded accounts. And when you can stack your funded accounts. So today I only traded on one account, but I have 10 in total that I could have traded on. And the work that I did today in that one account of 2,500, had I linked all the other 9, today would have been a 25K day. But I'm moving in a place from risk management because my skill set, I'm not gonna say my skill set, my strength in trading hasn't presented itself in the market, which is proof that I'm becoming a better trader. Because when you become a better trader, you can learn to sit down. You'd be like, nah, that ain't for me. I gotta let that opportunity pass. When you're greedy, like I used to be, you couldn't sit out. You had to take a chance on everything. So that's why I said it's 20% skill set, 80% mindset. Because imagine sitting at your desk, the candle's moving all day long. So it's like money opportunities. It's like money, 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 money. Let me get in, money, 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 money. So then you got to realize the discipline, like we just talked
What's
about before
called
the
Angela?
call,
Tell
is
us
what
something. I'm
actually
really not trying to
grows
get
the money.
recorded.
So getting good at
So you
$100
was
a
only
day,
looking at
then
so you was only
your possibilities are
so you was
infinite.
only looking at the gain. You
Say it
was only
again.
looking at the gain and not the experience. You was only looking at the gain and not the experience of actually being more progress in the trading game at that particular time when you were younger.
Not even younger. This is like 2 years. This still happens from time to time, but it was really bad 2 years ago. So yeah, I've only been a full-time trader.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I've been trading for the last 2 years. I started in 2019 dabbling with it. For the last 2 years, I've been very consistent. And then for the last since July is when I just stopped doing anything else but trading. So yeah.
All
But
right.
I said all that to say know the possibilities, but don't get caught up on those big numbers because those big numbers will have you chasing the market before you have the skill set required. Take it from me. I know. So that's why I'm like, what he did is cool, but it's not. We're not at that chapter yet. It's in the book, but at the end, we in chapter 1.
Somebody said,
So,
hold on real quick. Somebody said, I'm curious about the taxes or penalties you pay, or do you float the profit to another file?
I hire an accountant and let them figure that out. That ain't my skill set.
Then somebody said, I paid 187,000 in taxes, in which 20% was included due to early withdrawal. I'm okay with that, but I'm trying to maximize my return.
Yeah, I wish I knew more on that subject matter, but I'm just a money generator. Then I pass all that information on to my accountant, let her figure that stuff out for me. Because I can't be good at everything. So, but whoever knows their numbers and can figure all of that stuff out is nothing like being able to do the math for yourself. But I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and I can't answer that question. I'm just here to help you make the money. You got to hire a
so
professional
let
to
me
help you
ask
keep
you,
the money.
since you couldn't answer that question, answer this question. So when you first started trading and everything else, what was the major loss you took so far?
What was the major loss to what?
That you took so far.
That you took so far.
So I don't count losses. I make the plays count. So I couldn't even tell you how much I lost because I didn't care.
Oh,
And
he
that might not.
said that ain't what you said. You asked her what's the most she lost at one time.
Yes.
Yeah, he said what's the most you lost at one time, like trading going in one instance. Like what's the most you lost on one instance?
Because I know because it's like you're gambling. So technically, once you put money in, it's not a guarantee that you're always going to win. So what is the biggest lump sum out of one time that you clearly could take as a loss?
Hold on, I don't even know where she went at. She ain't even on the screen no more. Oh, I don't know. Left. Where'd she go at?
You see, that's a serious question. Everybody else is talking about what they can gain, but what did she lose?
All right, hold on. She's coming back. She's trying to come back. Hold on. Yeah, we lost you for a second.
Yep, it froze. So this is going to sound little because I trade with those funded accounts. Am I frozen again?
No.
Yeah, I don't see you.
I see me when I'm frozen. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let me know if you can't
I
hear
can
me.
hear you. Yeah.
So maybe 3,000, maybe 5,000 because of the system that I just told y'all about, where I can trade 10 accounts at a time. It's called funded accounts. This is a beautiful way to trade without using your own money as your trading capital, right? So long story short,
Yeah.
I can buy a funded account that is in a value, it is worth $75,000. It cost me $300 to buy the $75,000 account. Basically, what happens is they're saying we're going to let you use this $75,000 to trade with. If you
Hold on, we got a call. Pardon me. We got a
Mhm.
call coming in. 1 second. You said you was using the 75,000 to trade in.
This is Global Tel Link. You have an incarcerated individual at the Central California Women's
What happened? Why
Facility,
your screen black?
Chowchilla, California.
I don't know. I can get off and get back on.
Telephone number
Yeah,
will be
try
monitored
do that.
and
Get off and get
recorded.
back on.
You have a Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, Sierra, man, you live with the CEO, Professor B.
Yes.
And some gentlemen on the phone.
Oh shit. Not just Breon.
We got a new caller. We got Sierra on the line.
Hey, Sierra. Okay. So because I use my system of funded accounts, right? Basically, I can buy an account that's worth $75,000 for $300, but there's terms that I have to abide by in order to use these people's money. And there's certain contract amounts. This is just kind of next level information, but the main point I want to make is when these people give me the $7,500 to trade with, I cannot lose more than $2,500. If I lose more than
This
if I
call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
is that somebody calling?
2,500. You can.
Nah, you good.
Okay.
That's
If
just the
I
regular
lose
operator.
more than $2,500, then
So
it's
you said
called.
25.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. So I got a $75,000 account. It's not my money. So these people want me to be a good trader. So they're saying we're going to let you use our 75,000, but if you lose more than 2,500, we're closing the account. So that's what I do. So every time I close that account, I just got to spend $800. So when you first got to buy it for 300 to take the test. You pass the test. That's basically showing them that you know how to trade.
So 300. So the 300 that you're spending to get the account remaining. Even though you're getting an account for 7,500, you really only spending 300 to get
Exactly.
2,500.
Exactly. So when you ask me how much I've lost,
Okay.
it's never been no large lump sum. I've just spent thousands of dollars on buying new accounts. So it's $300 to get the account and pass the test. If you pass the test, they give you the 75K again. And if you blow it after you pass the test, it's $800 to buy a new account. So I'm either losing $300 or $800 if the account gets blown. So that's why there's never been no one large sum that I've lost personally. Just an accumulation of buying more accounts over time is how I lost my money.
Y'all follow her because she not going in with 75,000 of her money. She going in with 300.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
So it's so many different ways to leverage this skill set. Like, and there's so many people who don't
gone in with either $300 or $800.
Investment basically at the end of the day. Yep. So I can technically lose $2,500 in the stock market, but in real life I lost only $800.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. See, I caught on to that one already.
Yeah. So that's the benefit of funded accounts, and a lot of people don't know that information. So you've got to have real money to trade with. So if that happened with my real money, I would really be out of luck. So even positioning yourself, which is one of the reasons I went from options. So most people, when they start trading, they start with options, because options is basically allowing you to trade the stock market. So all the stocks which the stocks is nothing but businesses. So all the businesses that you're aware of that you can buy stock in and hold long term, if you want to trade those businesses, you trade them through the process of an option. And that's basically just saying that you have a contractual agreement that you can sell contracts on these stocks. And that does not have funded accounts. I learned about futures, I learned about funded accounts, and then that's why I made the switch, because whatever
Those are straight shares.
I did in one account, it could multiply, and I like to compound my money. So these are just some of all the possibilities. Like the gentleman who was talking about all the large numbers on the line, he might not even use funded accounts or trade futures. He could have just done that with his real money. So there's so many different ways to skin a cat in trading. So I joined the trading community not too long ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And even though I've been trading on and off since 2019, I learned a brand new skill set in that trading class where those people was.
1 second. Hello?
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from.
This is Kevin.
Okay.
And this call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global. Yes.
All right, we back.
Welcome back, Kevin. Welcome back.
Thank you. Hey, so Miss B, I got a question. Okay, I have a question.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
hold on, I got another caller. Hold y'all questions.
Okay.
Hold y'all questions. Hello?
This is Global Telling. You have a prepaid call from Breon Grant.
All right, that's Breon. They got questions.
Let's do it.
All right. Kevin, go ahead. Ask your question first, Kevin.
Okay, all right. So you made a simple statement, but it's a tough statement. You said if you could do math, you could do this. Now, are we talking calculus? Are we talking about 1 + 1 = 2 type of math? Like any math, or like?
Let me show you something. It's not 2 + 2 type of math, but it's math where the numbers don't lie. You know, like I was telling my uncle, someone in conversation earlier, that one of the reasons why I came to trading is because the numbers are what the numbers are. So if you learn the skill set, nobody can't finagle you, nobody can rob you, nobody can't lie to you. Like, no, you don't have to put your trust in nobody. Like, this is between you and you. And if you're anything like me, I go hard for me. So the fact that I was able to put my life out of the hands of a boss, out of the hands of even I don't even know, like just having to train employees and keep them motivated. Why y'all not motivated? Don't y'all get a check every Friday? So it's like, if I got to put all that energy into people and things, I might as well just put that energy into me. And to me, that's the math. And then to me, it's like, if you can, it's easy because like math, it doesn't change. Like once you get good at multiplication, aren't you good at multiplication? But wasn't it hard at first?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
right.
Like even now, the 8 times table still give me a hard time, but I keep a calculator real close, so it ain't hard at all, right? So if you learn your trading rules and you stick to them, what once was hard does become easy, because now you just got to stick to your trading rule. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. But you'll be surprised how hard that is when you start seeing all this activity all over the market and it's not getting exactly to your place, and you've been waiting for an hour. Now you a little antsy. So now you see a halfway decent trade, you jump in it and it goes wrong, versus you just having the patience of waiting for your A1 trade that you know gonna hit. So that's what I mean by math. Did that answer your question? Like it's a formula.
Yes,
Once you get your formula, stick to your formula.
Okay. Thank you. That's not just calculus. That's regular 1 + 1 decimals and all that other shit, all involved in the one.
Let me see.
She had a question.
Hold on. Oh yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Sierra had a question.
Sierra, you there?
Say your question. I hear you say yes. So say ask your question.
My question? I didn't have a question.
Oh, no, I thought you did. I'm sorry.
Anybody else got a question?
Nah, she answered my question.
Wait, I do have a question.
What is it?
Okay, wait. I do have a question.
What is it?
Okay, so basically, say if I was to add someone, right, that basically has, like, I want to say, like, basically they don't have, like, credit on their thing, but I want to add them to, like, my credit thing or whatever, like a bank account or whatever. Would that build their credit if I do that?
Say it one more time. I had a cough. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Man, she asking credit questions, man.
But what was the question?
We ain't talk about no credit.
Yeah, but if you actually put something on, if you put somebody added to your account and it has money on the account, it'll build up the credit itself. So the person credit will build up as long as yours. You keep paying it off. That's common. That will be common sense.
Dang, bro, you ain't have to do it like that though. But you right.
If I understood the question correctly, Queen, it's called an authorized user.
It's like I was kind of.
Nah, I'm saying the person. If you ask somebody on their account, if their credit score got to be good, you can't be adding 2 bad motherfuckers on the same joint.
No, I know.
Yeah, because you gotta. Because once you.
All right. He answered your question.
Adding has like no credit. Yes, I'm done.
Yeah. He answered your question. Go ahead, Professor B.
Yeah, I answered it for you. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. This is the stock market.
Uh-huh.
And this is what I'm trading. All right. So we're gonna get a really big board really soon so y'all guys can see this better and we can get deeper. But the very top part that you see, kind of up here, y'all see that red line?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's called supply, right? That means the price is really high if it reaches that red line. We're looking for sell opportunities there.
Is that the
Y'all
one
see
that's
this?
going up?
Huh?
Is that the one that when
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Say
This is
that
going
again,
on right
Dion.
now.
Is that the climb, the red arrow that goes? Is that the climb, the red arrow that goes up to let you know what's higher in the stock market?
Make and all the questions and everything y'all asking, I'm gonna send y'all the video clips of this. So y'all can
Okay,
see
what red?
exactly
I
what
don't
she
see a
pointing
red
at.
arrow.
Nah, it's a red line.
But I was saying it was, yeah, but it's the climb. Is it the climb to let it know what's high and what's what will be going low?
Yes, hold on,
Like
let me
it
see
shows
something.
up the
So,
arrow that's going up, meaning
all
the
right,
stock's
so
going up.
this is the actual price right now. Like right now, at whatever time it is, this is the price. And I can't see the bottom, but along this line down here, it tells you the time. So this is probably around 9:30 down here somewhere. So since 9:30 to whatever time it is right now, that's our movement for the day. So price has been making higher highs.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we got
Yeah, that's what
in
I thought. All right.
at
Yeah, so I was right.
9:30, like say for if you're a day trader, you would have if you would have wrote this all day, you're happy. I'm a scalper, so what I get in, I can't see well, so I'm just going to show y'all the best I can. Y'all see this line right here?
Monitored and recorded.
Yeah.
Where my finger is?
Yeah.
Each one of these candles represent 1 minute. We're on the 1 minute chart. So every time you see a candle, that means it's been 1 minute. So I will get in right here where my finger is, and I'll probably be out by the time I hit the top of that candle right there.
And how long you think that'll take?
That looked like it's probably like 3 minutes. So
Crazy.
I'm in trades like that, and if my trade go right,
For you to break it down, it seemed like it was actually 4 minutes exactly, but with a little bit of an extra little what's name in there. But just from what she was explaining, because I can't see the.
you're probably right. I can't see the screen at all. You see how I'm holding the computer to the.
Yeah, I see it though, but y'all will be able
So
to see it.
approximately 3 minutes, okay? But you get the gist of what I'm saying. So some people will start down here because they're day traders and they're riding the wave all the way to the end of the day. And as long as they don't get no lower than this, they're in profits. Depending on where their stop loss is, which probably anyway, that's technicals. But yeah, so they're in a really good shape. If this stock starts coming down, this person will probably want to get out of the trade and just take their profits that they earned so far for the day.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Okay, but these are candles, and this is what we're looking at to determine. This is the math I'm talking about. And what happens is there's patterns that we're looking for. So it's not even about doing actual math, even though it's all about numbers. It's really more or less like, can you see the pattern? Like, can you follow the pattern? Can you read the patterns and make it make sense? Can you be patient enough? See how it took from 9:30 to 3 o'clock to get all the way up here?
Yeah.
What if he was a scalper like me?
This call and
You're really looking for a trade to trend up like this and then come back down at some point so you can get into the trade and catch it going up. This thing is not coming down. I'm pissed because I can't find an entry. It's just making higher highs. So there's no pattern for me to follow to work off of. So that's the math. Like when you get good at looking at the patterns, it's just going to make sense. And we're going to do this every day until it makes more sense. It's a language that we're learning. And the language is only 20% of the problem. Then the other 80% is who you are as a person. Okay? Any questions on that? And so if I can show you really quick, I'm gonna do better with our presentation. I'm gonna get y'all hold on to Professor B. This is only week 2. So it's kind of hard to show. But anyway, these same candles could show you, hold on, y'all. So for
I'm gonna call back anyway, so don't even trip.
if we click on the week, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we clicked on the week, right? Which is this button right here. Not that you need to know, but it's right here. So now each candle represents a week, 7 days. So if you want it to be a swing trader, which means you trade today and you're probably going to take your trade into next week, you'll be on the weekly chart. Same candles broken up in 24 hours. So this is each candle represents one day. So if you want to be a day trader, you'll be on this chart a lot. An intraday trader, which means you're just trying to catch a trade throughout the day. This is the 4-hour chart. Same candles, just 4 hours each candle. 1 hour each candle. 30 minutes each candle. Now we're getting into scalper, like me. 15 minutes each candle.
Arranged individual at the Central California
5
Women's
minutes each
Facility.
candle. 20 minutes each candle. 1 minute each candle. Okay? So that's kind of also how you determine what candles you're using based on what type of trader you decide to be. Because you can be any of these traders with the same skill set. It's just a matter of time.
Who on
In
the phone?
between.
Why is it so quiet? I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm still here. I signed up for this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey yo, so she breaking it down. She got the laptop out, so I'm gonna clip that thing up. I'm gonna get them clips to y'all, man.
Yep.
So y'all really
All right, yeah.
you feel me? I mean, so look, man, what questions y'all got? We got a few minutes left. What questions y'all got for it? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Yeah, my question is, so she's talking about a different account. So every time you're trying to mess with a different account to get the 75 rack, you have to pay $300 per account.
Correct.
Okay. That's not bad. So that's how you get multiple accounts. So
Correct.
you can play the one $300 and just play with one account that is up to 75,000.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want multiple accounts, and $300 per account to do multiple accounts.
If I'm understanding correctly, so yeah, if you want one account, $300. You can buy that up to 10 times, $300 per account.
Right. And I'm going to add on to this question. 2,500, then you're actually out, and then you have to pay a fee of 800 because you lost 2,500.
Yeah. So technically, it's a couple steps because this may not or may be your process because even what I'm explaining to you right now, there's so many different. These are called prop firms, right? That sell funded accounts, and there's more than one. So even the numbers that I'm giving you
will be monitored and recorded.
Can vary, but for the most part, if we just follow the framework, right? We go to the prop firm company and we want a 75K account, one of them. They're saying we'll give you one for $300, and if you pass the test as a test, like we're gonna give you one to play with. If you pass the test, we're gonna give you a permanent one. All right. So the test amount is $300. We pass the test. If we don't pass the test, we lose the $300. If we do pass the test, we get a real account. So we had a test account, and now we're in a real account. They basically want you to prove that you know how to trade. That you know how to trade. So that's why you do the test account. The test account means you got to earn.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
$4,500, but you can't lose no more than $2,500, and we'll give you a real account to trade with. All right, so we do that. Now we're in our real account. Everything is fine. Let's say we have a bad trading day and everything goes wrong. What we can do is test again for $300, or with this particular company specifically, because you already passed the test, they'll let you bypass testing if you pay them $800 to get that account back. So, but the reason I go back and forth sometimes is because to test again, you got to make $4,500 over 5 days. That's the rules to pass the test. I might just want to get back to trading without waiting 5 days, so I'll just pay the $800 because I plan on being profitable and make my money back in one day. So you're either paying $300 for the test or $800 to skip the test and just get the account back. And with that being said, with this particular
And it's
company,
subject
you
to
only get 3
monitoring
times
and
per
recording.
account. So if I
Thank you
blow
for
it
using
one
Global
time, I
Selling.
can pay $800 again. If I blow it again, I can pay $800 again. If I blow it again, I gotta start over from the testing with the $300.
Okay.
But I like it because it's like risk management built in, so it's like I could never lose any more than 800 when technically in the market I really lost 2,500, which means I had a bad trading day period.
Right.
It kind of saved me from not making it any worse, and I'm okay with reinvesting the $800. But there is so many ways, y'all. Many ways to trade real money, funded accounts. There's so many prop firms. There's so many brokerage accounts. Like, that is not even the end all be all. That's just the one prop firm I use. But the one thing you need is the skill set, and you can go anywhere from there.
1 second. Hello?
This is Global Telling. You have a prepaid call from
Brian Graham.
All right, Brian, welcome back. It's 3.
Hold on,
So,
hold on,
any
hold
final
on.
questions?
You have a
Hold on.
prepaid
It
call.
ain't go all the way through.
Thank you for.
All right, there we go. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
You can go, Professor B.
Yes, sir. So that's 3:00 for me. I'll answer a few more questions if anybody has any last comments, questions, or concerns. And if not, I'll be here same time, same place, hopefully with my whiteboard Tuesday at 2:00 next week.
Right. So my question is this. This is Kevin from Jersey again.
Yes, sir.
So when you're talking about when we're talking about trading, right? Is there is what we trading products, services? I mean, what does the trade consist of though, in trading? Because I'm not really familiar with trading so much.
You know what? That's a good question, Kevin. So what we're trading is stocks, the prices, is the option contracts, is the futures price. But it's still kind of you trading these candlesticks. Each one of these candlesticks represents price and what price is doing. So each one of these candlesticks is like Apple saying, I'm $2, I'm $3, I'm back down to $2, I'm $4, I'm back down to $2, I'm $5. So really, we're just trying to, at this point in the day, right? It's right here. If we were trading together, what we will be doing is saying, is Apple going to go down or is it going to continue to go up? And then we're going to place our bet on whatever information, on whatever we decide based off of the information we came up with. So we're going to look to the candles to the left and right. And because this is considered an all-time high, that means this price has never been this high before. The first time is today. Usually, hold on, let me show y'all something real quick. All right, so remember this real quick, y'all. See how this price is making a line from the bottom to the top?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Listen, man. Y'all about to learn. Y'all about to learn the meanest skill on earth.
Dang it. Hold on.
Ain't no other skill better than this.
Yeah, because I know for a fact, I know a question that Jersey was asking, and I know she was going off of the chart in general. But I thought Jersey was asking what are we trading for? Meaning what are you jumping into in the stock market? And I thought basically us jumping into the stock market in general was
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
other companies, like other companies, other people's like businesses that come down to that. That's what I thought basically was going to really just bluntly said, because that's like sitting over there. You can go into like stock market a straight for franchises of family businesses and so on and so forth. Like
Yeah, it can't be family
Sharp
businesses. They have to be
stuff like that.
publicly.
That's what I was telling you.
Yeah, they have to be an actual publicly traded company. So if it's a family business, they probably wouldn't show up. But for an example, right here, this was the support that we talked about earlier. This green line, and this is the resistance. So we see how this came all the way up to resistance, came back down to here, and came back up to here. Based on the pattern, it'll be and some other things that are more technical. This will be a wise decision based off what it did here. It went down. If it come here, more than likely it's going down again.
Yeah.
So remember the other example, how I kept going straight up?
Yeah.
It never came down for me to be like, dang, if it come here, I can catch the bounce. Or it
Yeah,
never
I
went.
get it now because you said that just shot straight across.
Yeah,
like,
we don't know where it's gonna stop at. It can
it
keep
ain't had
going
no
higher,
drop.
higher, higher.
It ain't
So
had no drop point.
we're waiting for it to go high, but eventually come down somewhere. So even if it came here, based off of this information right here, it went up, it came here. Wise to say it's probably gonna come here again.
Hell yeah.
So that's what we're looking for. If you can read patterns.
So it bounces. So it bounces back. So it accumulates from. So if it's just on that straight line, and then it like rises up just a tad bit, and then it goes right back to that straight line. Do you accumulate from that little boom? Are you basically accumulating?
You can accumulate. So this is what I was talking about
So
earlier.
you accumulate.
The patience for waiting for it to get here. This is called an A+ setup. Because this is the support, 9 times out of 10, we know if it hits here, it's got to bounce. Support means it's going to bounce. So this is risky in the middle because it could go down a little bit further. It could go down a little bit further. It could not go all the way up like it went here. So now you're saying, okay, let's say it got here, right? And you think it's about to go all the way up again and it don't. You just lost money. This one right here.
Okay, that's what I was
So you said this one going up. Now you saying bet this one about to go up too. Guess what? It didn't. It went down. You just lost.
And that's
So that's why you want to go from the safest places, the top and the bottom. There are opportunities in the middle, but you want to take the safest bets possible.
Got it. Got you. And I'm gonna send you this. Y'all gonna get the clips. So since this was good.
Yeah, because I right there, like by her just breaking it down like that, it let me know like the safest way is because most people will sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna jump in the stock market and actually sit there and go to like a mid range.
Okay, but let me show you. This is why we got to study.
But then again, it drops down.
So I can't really see that well. That's number one. But if you can look right here, right? Did you see this little green square right here?
Now pull it over a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
This green square?
Yeah.
All right, that's called a fair value. It's called fair value. Don't worry about what
your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Don't worry about what it means, okay? But just know that it's called a fair value gap. This is basically a small one of these down here. So now I am in the middle. I see a fair value gap. Fair value gap lets me know I can take a quick scalp. If some other things line up, then that fair value gap will be like, if you weren't going to go from the middle, I would go from here. But if you had the patience to wait,
okay.
But these are called indicators, meaning, hey, it ain't the best in the world, but I know you're tired of waiting in a nutshell. So try right. Like systematically we've done the math, and this will be a good place to start. And sometime it work, and sometime it don't. All right, this might be a 60% probability versus your 90% from here. But if you it's called if you a sniper, which is exactly what it means. You know how to get in and get out. A scalper, you know how to get in and get out, and that's what I like to do. I ain't got no patience, and I hate waiting. Get as here, let's ride.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
So that's why I scout.
Because you're straight shooting for the fairway. So when you straight shooting for the fairway, that means basically you accumulate the money that you are progressing for that trade for that particular moment. But once the stock market starts to go down, you pull yourself out. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So even in that example that I just showed y'all,
I got that one up.
You'll see it starting. Remember the example I showed y'all where it looked like it should have went up again, but it didn't. I said you lost. Remember that?
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be in those trades and you see it coming down, but your brain will be like, but it did it the last time. I know it's gonna do it again. And then you will hold on to the trade and you're gonna lose. And that's just how easy it gets. Because you like compared to the pattern to the left, it did this, it gotta go up, and then you hold on too long. But anyway, it's a part, we call it tuition. Everybody who starts to trade, there is a tuition you pay. You're gonna lose a little bit, but my job is to help you lose as less as possible. Even with the funded accounts, I trade 25K accounts, but there's 25K. So if you didn't have the money, I think those might be $100. I don't know, but there's different ways that we can do this based on everybody's situation. There's no cookie cutter situation. There's ways to do this with and without your money. Either way.
All right, so look, we're gonna wrap this up and let Professor B.
Hey, I got one question before we wrap this up.
Hurry up.
Yeah, all right. So real quick, in preparation for this course and what you're teaching us and everything, is there a textbook or a book I could buy, like just to read up on, just to get more knowledgeable going into your course?
That is a wonderful question, King.
I want to know.
Wonderful question. I'm gonna have some. Yep, I'm gonna have some book suggestions for y'all next week. I promise. That's a wonderful question.
Okay.
A lot of my training came from in person and courses and videos, but because of our situation, I totally get it. That's why I want to do some research and find the right material to get to you. But that is excellent, and I got you.
Okay, because that would be like, yeah, because I would want to know that too. Video thing, I can't really see. I'm trying to visualize the stuff you're saying.
Yeah, I have some books I read, but they're all on like sales. They're all on like trading psychology. But I want to give y'all some that is based on technicals, like learning the skill set. So I'm gonna give some suggestions. Excuse me, y'all, and have those for you next week.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I wanted to know that too. Because I wanted to be able to read upon it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I got you. That was a wonderful suggestion.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I look forward to that. So thank you. I know we went over the time. So first of all, thank you very much for your explanation. It's been helpful. It's been clear. You actually poured into us. Uplifting. I mean, like, I could keep going with these adjectives. So Professor, like, I appreciate you for this. And I'm front row anytime this goes down. Yes.
No, I appreciate you, Kings, for being here. This is beautiful. What we're doing is exactly what God wants us to be doing, taking care of his people. So y'all just make sure y'all keep showing up, and I'll do the same thing.
I definitely appreciate that. You have shown up. Thank you very much for this.
All right, King.
That's tough.
POP, hold it down.
All right, see y'all next week, man. Financially free
with Professor B.
1 minute remaining.